You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, YNR fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I am so excited to tell you that Adam and Sally Spectra have a kissing scene next week. If you have been hoping to see the Adam Newman, Sally Spectra reunion, the CBS soap opera is finally giving us some movement on this storyline. It seems while Nick Newman is away, Sally is looking to play. And next week, Sally runs into Adam and everything shifts and things end in a kiss. We are going to dig into all of this for you right now and tell you what to expect next week and how Nick may react when and if he finds out what goes down between Sally and his little brother. But first, click subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any of our YNR updates. And now let's talk about this very hot and confirmed spoiler for Young and the Restless. I'm going to tell you how it starts, how it goes, and the sizzling conclusion that will thrill those of you shipping these exes to finally reunite. So, Adam Newman is drinking at the GCAC when Sally Spectra strolls by. She's on the way up to her room there when she spots her ex-boyfriend at the bar. So she detours, rolls up on Adam, and of course, as always, he's very happy to see her. He loves her. But Adam has had a rough week. He has decided that he genuinely wants to get back in his dad and the other Newmans' good graces, and he even offered to start in the mailroom and work his way up to prove himself to everyone. I personally think he's sincere, but I know there's a lot of you guys out there who do not agree and assume that he's scheming. Only time will tell which of us is right. But for now, he got chewed a new one by his stepmother, Nick Newman, who wouldn't pee on him if he was on fire to save his life. And his dad, Victor, is mulling over whether to give him a chance to prove himself. As for Nick and Sharon, every time they're together, all they do is trash talk Adam. So Adam is happy to see a smiling, beautiful face after the rough week he's had. And he invites Sally to sit down and join him for a drink. And while Sally is happy to share a drink with him, she suggests that they have dinner together first. That almost sounds like it's a date, right? And Nick is nowhere in sight. Yay. So Adam takes this as a sign that maybe Sally's warming up to him again. You know, they were civil and planning to co-parent before she lost their little baby Ava. And then she was furious and blamed Adam for a bit, which wasn't fair at all, but she was caught in her grief. I mean, Adam was devastated. He didn't want Sally to die. He didn't want the baby to die. And it came down to what the doctor said about the baby can't be saved. Sally may be able to be saved. So he made the best choice in a bad situation. After Sally left Genoa City to go see her Grams and her sister, she came back with a more forgiving outlook and acknowledged Adam's grief was equivalent to hers. And it's been like a very slow burn towards them getting back to a friendlier outlook, at least from her perspective. You know, in recent weeks, she has definitely been warming up. Remember, she dropped by uninvited to his new apartment, which means she had to go to the trouble to find out where he had moved to. And then she bought him a gift and she showed up to surprise him. And then when he had to run an errand, she stayed, ordered food, and started unpacking his boxes. Those are girlfriend activities, right? And then, if you also recall, Nick Newman showed up full of accusations when he saw his girlfriend there. He accused Adam of luring her and just a bunch of macho posturing, puffed up, toady nonsense. Sally told him that's not how it happened, but of course, Nick keeps on sulking, making accusations about Adam and trying to do all that he can to make sure that he locks Sally down. Meanwhile, Sally has not moved in with him as he asked, and she has not reciprocated on the I love you. That, to me, what she's not saying to Nick over what she is saying to Adam is a bigger red flag to me of an impending split for them. Plus, Nick is heading to run this business with Sharon Newman. They're going to be spending a lot of time together. Sally assured Nick she wasn't bothered by it, but we'll see how it goes when he's spending long hours with his ex, while Sally is sitting around maybe thinking about her ex. So For me, it feels like the beginning of the end of Sally and Nick. At least I hope it is. Drop your comments on who you want to see her with. I know some of you guys definitely think that Nick and Sally might be endgame, but a lot of you I know think Nick and Sharon are endgame, which I do too, and that Adam and Sally should be together. At any rate, Adam is absolutely thrilled to sit down and break bread with Sally, and they have a lovely time over dinner next week. They've gotten past this overwhelming grief of the loss of their baby, and they enjoy some easy conversation. They kind of chat a little bit about the past, and they lose themselves in each other for, just a few minutes. And I really hope this is a blast from the past to remind Sally just how good they were together and how good they could be together again. After they dine and drink, Adam walks Sally all the way up to her door upstairs at the GCAC, and then he just can't help himself. He's always caught up in his feels about her, and Adam kisses Sally. I mean, to be fair, he still loves her. He still wants her. He still wants to marry her, and that's obvious. Plus, he's told her that. He's told Nick that. He'll tell anybody who wants to listen how he feels about Sally still. And as he kisses her, though, Adam immediately realizes, oh, shit, I've overstepped. He just kind of slipped back into that easy affection and chemistry they once shared. And her reaction is what's the really important thing. I'm going to tell you all about that in 1 second. But if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our Y&R updates. If you're enjoying this Adam and Sally spoiler, please click a like and definitely drop your comments on what you'd like to see come out of this, because this is a critical, pivotal moment for them. All right, so what do you think would happen? Would Sally slap him, push him away, storm off and say, never again? Nope, she doesn't do any of that. To be fair, it's not like she grabs him and shoves her tongue down his throat, but her lack of a negative reaction is very promising to Adam and to me as a fan of the couple, as I know many of you guys are as well. So the big question next is whether Nick will find out and if he does what he does. Off the cuff, you may think, okay, Adam is going to want to rub this in his big brother's smug face. However, I really doubt that Adam would spill the beans about the kiss because it would cast Sally in a bad light, like she is, being unfaithful or something when it's Adam that did the kissing. So I think that Adam wouldn't say anything no matter how Nick provoked him, just to spare Sally taking any heat from her boyfriend. Adam, to me, is clearly at this point playing a very patient and long game, hoping to get her back. I hope he gets her back. Frankly, for me, I hope Nick does hear about the kiss and decides to punch Adam right in the face in a fit of rage. Why? Well, that's because I think it could help seal the deal for Sally that Nick is just too much for her and not the guy she wants. I made a standalone video. You can see it on our Y&R playlist. It was earlier this week. It's called something like 5 Ways Nick Could Drive Sally right into Adam's waiting arms. And I talked about his temper as one of the issues. You can see it in the recent videos just on our main video page, or you can click onto the Y&R playlist to find it. So check it out if you're interested in how I theorize that their split may happen. I am so excited about this big Sally Adam kiss coming next week. Well, it's not, I don't think it's a big kiss, but it's a big moment. It's a medium-sized kiss, I think. So I hope you guys are excited about it too. Let us know your thoughts, and thank you so much for listening. I've been Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.